Mike Jones from MJ Golf Performance. We're here today to start our fitness series on the range. So what I'm trying to get everyone to think about is that your exercises that you do in the gym, for golf specific exercises, should be correlated with some sort of warm-up activity that reflects those exercises when you're on the range before you start practicing. Now, I know a lot of people, they use spiky balls, they stretch. Just remember, you need to be active before you go into the stretching phase. So I've brought some equipment today, simple equipment that you can use, that you can keep in your locker room. You can bring it out on the range. You can use it for maybe 5-10 minutes, and that should warm you up sufficiently to the point where you're ready to hit balls or you're ready to go into a stretching phase. Okay, moving into our beginner exercise on the range. So we've got here a mushroom ball, which weighs about 3 to 4 kilos. And we've got an old-fashioned footy, which weighs about nothing. So those two pieces of equipment you can keep in your locker room. I've got Connor here, member at Sanctuary Cove, to help me out today. All I want Connor to do is set up in an address position, and I want to do full swings from right to left and left to right. So let's do a few of those for me, Connor. And what I want you to do is just keep working on your balance, keep working on your movements, keep working on the rotation. So this is totally just a warm-up exercise. So maybe flip around to left-handed now. And the idea is with the exercises, make sure you're doing it both ways to make sure that both muscles, anterior and posterior, are getting activated and making sure that the balances are reactive to the way you're doing those movements. Okay, the variation of that, if you haven't got a mushroom ball, is a plain old footy. So Connor, just pick up the footy and we'll just move out here. What I want you to do, Connor, I just want you to do a pass from right to left, change with a pass from left to right. So put it on the ground, touch, let go, pass. Good. Righto. Okay, this is our intermediate exercise that you can do on the range. Again, we've got fairly simple equipment. We've got 3 markers and we've got 2 push-up assist pads that we can use. So we're going to get Connor to do a weaving pattern using the markers. Obviously, doing this at pace and changing direction is a lot to do with agility and making good decisions and knowing where your feet are. So I find this to be really, really good for golfers. This may look more like an athletic drill. Remember, as a golfer, you are an athlete. You have to do things for up to 5 hours, and you're trying to make sure your agility and coordination is the best it can be. So we'll get Connor to start with this. So let's do this at a little bit of pace. That's it. It's making him think, trying to get the feet moving, trying to get the body moving, going around in the right sequence. And after about 3 lots of doing this, you'll find you'll be quite warmed up and a little bit tired. So try that at home. It'd only be about 5 minutes. You could do it in your lounge room, but what we're doing today, you're doing it on the range. You may get a few funny looks from some of the people you're playing golf with, but remember, if you're not warmed up, it does decrease the chances of good play. Okay, so a variation on doing an agility drill that I showed you there, we're using the markers. If you don't want to do that, you could do something like this where you're using 2 push-up assist bars. You're doing a full push-up and then going up into an extension plank, side-on plank. It will make sure that everything is activated. You need a little bit of strength to do this, and you've got to maintain a lot of core strength to do this well, and obviously there's some balance involved. The whole idea is to make sure that you're activating each and every muscle that you'll need for your golf swing. This is an excellent exercise to do on the driving range. Okay, we're here with our advanced exercise on the range. We're using a Bosu ball with an attachment handle. You could use, if you wanted to in the gym or coming to the driving range, you could use a Bosu ball and also a dumbbell if you wished, if you're strong enough to do that. As we can see with Connor, what we're encouraging to do is a 3-type exercise. One where we're doing a golf swing on one leg, right leg first, right-handed swing, and then we're doing flies, changing arms, keeping the balance, keeping it look visually good, make sure that stability is good, then that one arm out in front, arm out to the side. So you could do that maybe 3 times on one leg and then 3 times on the other, trying to repeat it maybe 5 sets of. So you can change to the left leg now, try and do it that way. The main thing is to make sure that the movements are multiple. We're trying to work on balance, we're trying to work on coordination, trying to work on rotation. These are really important values when you're trying to do exercises that relate to practicing and playing better. Okay, so that concludes our exercises on the range, using an active warm-up approach, using agility, using balance, using rotation, and implementing very simple pieces of equipment that you can keep in your locker. You can use on the range, you can use it when you're out on the practice holes, or anywhere you're trying to make sure you're questioning your agility, you're questioning your balance, you're questioning your coordination, and you're trying to make sure that the exercises are reflecting that. So next week we'll be in the gym to work on coordination. So I'll see you then.